Welcome back to another deep dive into the wild, ever-evolving universe of K-pop. Right now, we are witnessing a massive, unstoppable tidal wave crashing through the industry. The fifth generation of K-pop is officially here, and it is peaking with absolute ferocity. Fresh faces, insanely young prodigies, and mind-bending concepts are debuting left and right, all hungry to claim the ultimate throne. It is a brutal, fast-paced battlefield out there where trends die in weeks and relevance is the absolute hardest currency to keep. So, this begs the ultimate burning question that every single K-pop stan is secretly whispering about: what happens to the untouchable titans of the fourth generation? More specifically, what is going to happen to Stray Kids? Are they going to be quietly swept away by this shiny new tsunami of fifth-gen rookies? Or is there a hidden, unbreakable DNA within them that makes them completely immune to the passage of time? Let me tell you guys, this isn't just about making catchy viral music anymore. This is about legacy, raw survival, and pure, unadulterated artistic rebellion. How exactly did a group of self-producing underdogs build a fortress so strong that even the absolute peak of the next generation cannot shake it? What are the secret weapons hidden in their creative arsenal that make their signature mala taste genre completely impossible for anyone else to replicate? We are about to strip back the layers, get real, and uncover the emotional, undeniable facts about their journey from survival show struggles to absolute global domination. Get ready to sit on the edge of your seat, because these facts will make you question everything you thought you knew about idol, longevity, and industry survival. Here are the 7 reasons Stray Kids will remain unstoppably relevant as 5th-gen K-pop peaks. Number 7. Bang Chan. The Mastermind's blueprint, an unbreakable foundation. When we talk about the absolute survival of a group amidst the shiny, fast-paced chaos of the 5th generation, we have to look at the very foundation of the house. And guys, Bang Chan isn't just a K-pop leader. He is the visionary architect who built Stray Kids brick by heavy brick. Think about the sheer emotional weight and raw reality of being a trainee for 7 grueling years, watching your closest friends debut or give up, and then finally being given the unprecedented, risky power by JYP Entertainment to handpick your own team members. That is not your standard factory-made industry formula. That is a recipe for a terrifyingly unbreakable brotherhood. As brand new 5th-gen groups debut with perfectly polished, heavily company-curated concepts, Stray Kids possesses a raw, bleeding heart protected fiercely by Christopher Bang. He is literally in the studio producing their tracks deep into the night, ensuring their signature mala taste DNA never gets diluted by fleeting TikTok trends or sudden shifts in the market. How can a newly formed rookie group possibly compete with a leader who knows the exact sonic frequency of his members' souls? It is this deeply personal, intensely hands-on control over their own narrative and music production spearheaded by Chan within 3 Racha that gives them an impenetrable shield against irrelevance. Chan's relentless dedication, his historical Chan's Room broadcasts that forged a legendary, emotionally intimate bond with Stays, and his fierce protection of their musical autonomy mean they aren't just chasing the K-pop wave, they are the ones controlling the ocean's current. Are these new shiny rookies really prepared to face a group where the leader himself writes the very rulebook they operate by? Number 6. Lee Know. The Unforgiving Standard, a dance legacy. Let's pivot to the absolute visual and physical anchor of the group, because when the 5th generation brings their razor-sharp, heavily rehearsed choreographies, Stray Kids answers with the terrifying, flawless precision of Lee Know. Listen, you cannot talk about Stray Kids' legendary, stage-breaking presence without talking about the guy who literally used to be a backup dancer for BTS. He has seen the absolute pinnacle of global K-pop performance up close and personal. And he brought that intense, god-tier standard straight back into the practice rooms of JYP Entertainment. While new rookies are still trying to find their footing and synchronize their breathing, Lee Know operates like a human metronome with a deadly glare, acting as the strict, uncompromising dance leader who ensures every single stage they deliver is nothing short of explosive. Do you remember the absolute heartbreak when he was eliminated during their survival show because of a tiny mistake? That soul-crushing moment didn't break him. It forged him into an absolute diamond of resilience. He knows exactly what it feels like to almost lose the dream, which is why he dances and performs like every single stage is his last. This deeply ingrained hunger and his relentless pursuit of perfection create an intimidating, towering wall that 5th-gen performers have to climb just to be in the same conversation. Add to that his highly underrated, beautiful falsettos and his savagely hilarious, unpredictable tsundere personality that keeps fans absolutely obsessed and constantly guessing. How can the new generation possibly look away from, or even compete with, a group anchored by someone who commands the stage with such aggressive, undeniable elegance? The sheer, terrifying discipline Lee-No enforces behind the scenes guarantees that Stray Kids will never, ever get comfortable, keeping their live performances miles ahead of the competition and deeply burned into the minds of everyone watching. Number 5. Changbin. The unstoppable flow, a sonic weapon. Now, brace yourselves as we dive into the absolute sonic powerhouse of the group, because if there is one thing that truly separates Stray Kids from the shiny new 5th-gen crowd, it is the terrifyingly aggressive, ground-shaking rap line anchored by none other than Seo Changbin. Guys, you simply cannot manufacture the kind of raw, spitfire energy that this man brings to the microphone. While rookies are out there practicing trendy, smooth rap flows tailored for quick short-form content, Changbin is out here spitting absolute fire with a dark, booming tone that physically vibrates through your chest and leaves you utterly breathless. As a core pillar of the legendary 3 Racha production trio, he isn't just reciting lines written by a random company producer, he is carving his actual soul, his deepest anxieties, and his unyielding philosophies into every single beat. Remember his iconic, viral Jute Day moment where he passionately preached about having unwavering personal principles? That isn't just a funny internet meme. That is his literal survival code in this brutally cutthroat industry, proving that he absolutely refuses to bend to fleeting trends or sudden market pressures. He brings an authentic, gritty hip-hop credibility honed and tested from his brave, vulnerable stint on Show Me the Money that most standard idol rappers can only dream of possessing. But what makes him incredibly dangerous and endlessly captivating to watch is the insane, whiplash-inducing duality he possesses. He seamlessly transforms from an intimidating, growling rap god on stage to the incredibly endearing, gym-loving Dwayaki, who isn't afraid to show his massive, soft heart to his brothers and stays. How on earth can the incoming generation of K-pop hope to out-rap or out-produce a group armed with a musical titan who writes incredibly complex, hard-hitting verses while simultaneously keeping the team's emotional morale sky-high with his loud, infectious laughter? Changbin's relentless drive and untouchable rap mastery act as a massive, impenetrable fortress of pure talent, ensuring that the sheer, unapologetic intensity of Stray Kids music will never, ever be overshadowed or silenced by the peaking 5th generation. Number 4. Hyunjin. The captivating Muse, a visual masterpiece. Let's talk about the mesmerizing, undeniable center of gravity that leaves the entire world breathless. Because when the 5th generation attempts to conquer the industry with pristine, perfectly manufactured visuals, Stray Kids unleashes the terrifyingly beautiful, artistic storm that is Hwang Hyunjin. Listen, being the visual of a global K-pop group is one thing, but completely rewiring the way the audience experiences an emotional performance is an entirely different beast. Hyunjin doesn't just dance the choreography, he practically bleeds his art onto the stage, contorting his body and morphing his facial expressions to tell deeply haunting, tragic, and fiercely passionate stories that transcend the music itself. Do you remember the absolute cultural reset that was his Psycho cover, or the viral, legendary Play with Fire performance that literally broke the internet? He proved to everyone that true lasting magnetism isn't just about looking pretty for a camera. It is about plunging into the deepest, darkest depths of raw emotion and dragging the audience right down with you. Behind that prince-like, untouchable stage persona lies an incredibly sensitive, reflective soul who paints his heart out on canvas in the dead of night, channeling his personal struggles, anxieties, and triumphs into a multi-dimensional artistry that completely defies the standard idol mold. While rookie idols are frantically trying to figure out their signature poses and camera angles to stay relevant, Hyunjin has already evolved into a global fashion icon, becoming a highly coveted muse for luxury brands precisely because he possesses that rare, unteachable danger and dramatic elegance. How can the new wave of 5th-gen performers even begin to eclipse a group that holds a living, breathing piece of fine art, capable of stealing the breath from a massive stadium of 80,000 people with a single, agonizingly sharp gaze? His relentless, tear-filled dedication to evolving his dance style and his profound emotional depth guarantee that as long as he is on stage, the world's eyes will remain permanently, obsessively locked onto Stray Kids, making them completely immune to the fading, fickle nature of visual trends. Number 3. Han, the Limitless Ace, a lyrical genius. Hold on tight, because we are now entering the territory of the absolute undeniable ace of K-pop. And if the 5th generation thinks they can rely on specialized positions to win the war, they have clearly never faced the terrifying versatility of Han Ji-sung. Guys, we are talking about a literal prodigy who can spit aggressive, mind-bending rap verses at the speed of light and then seamlessly transition into belting out crystal clear, staggering high notes that rival the main vocalists of the entire industry. This level of raw, unfiltered talent isn't something you can just learn in a brightly lit company training room. It is an innate, blinding superpower that completely shatters the traditional, safe boundaries of idol roles. But what makes Han truly terrifying to any incoming competitor is his bleeding, deeply vulnerable heart that he pours directly into his songwriting as the secret emotional weapon of 3 Racha. Do you realize that the exact same guy who hypes up massive stadiums with his explosive, uncontrollable energy is also the solitary genius behind devastatingly relatable, tear-jerking tracks like Alien and Secret Secret? He absolutely refuses to shy away from exposing his most private, painful battles with anxiety and suffocating self-doubt, bravely transforming his darkest moments into beautiful anthems of comfort that have literally saved millions of stays worldwide. While brand new rookie groups are out there singing about perfectly polished, fictional love stories written by company executives twice their age, Han is standing completely naked in his truth, singing the authentic, messy, and painfully real soundtrack of a highly pressured generation. How can a shiny, freshly manufactured rookie possibly outshine an artist who has the sheer audacity to be so brutally honest about his own fragility, yet possesses the terrifying vocal and rap skills to absolutely devour any stage he steps onto? Han's limitless, overflowing potential and his profound empathetic connection with the audience create an unshakable, emotional anchor that ensures Stray Kids will never, ever be replaced or forgotten as the years go by. Number 2. Felix, the deep resonance, a viral phenomenon, the voice from below. Listen, if you want to understand the true, viral heartbeat that completely shattered the global algorithm, you have to look at the walking, breathing contradiction that is Lee Felix. When the 5th generation tries to manufacture perfect, calculated viral moments, Stray Kids just hands the microphone to Felix and lets his terrifyingly deep Mariana Trench-level voice do the rest. Guys, the absolute shock value of seeing this delicate, fairy-like, freckled angel open his mouth and drop a bass-heavy, demonic growl like the iconic "cooking like a chef" "I'm a 5-star Michelin" is something that literally cannot be replicated by any company strategy. It is an organic, mind-bending anomaly that practically broke the internet and single-handedly dragged millions of non-fans straight down the Stray Kids rabbit hole. But the story of Felix is so much more than just a cool gimmick. It is a profound, tear-jerking tale of sheer survival. Do you remember the absolute agony of watching him get eliminated during their survival show simply because he was struggling with a new language in a foreign country? That devastating moment broke the hearts of everyone watching, But his triumphant, undeniable return proved that Stray Kids simply cannot exist without his unique sonic texture and his incredibly pure, radiant soul. Behind that intimidating voice is the literal sunshine of the group, an incredibly warm, empathetic boy who spends his precious free time baking brownies for his members and staff, and who isn't afraid to shed tears of overwhelming gratitude on massive stadium stages. While rookie groups are desperately trying to build their unique selling points, Felix already possesses an untouchable, god-tier duality that completely paralyzes the audience. How can the incoming wave of idols ever hope to compete with a man whose voice shakes the very ground you stand on, yet whose smile can instantly heal the darkest of days? His relentless hard work to master his craft, his powerful dance lines, and his genuine, pure-hearted connection with Stays form a massive, unbreakable pillar that firmly cements Stray Kids' global dominance, proving that true relevance is built on absolute, unfiltered authenticity. Number 1. Seungmin, the unbreakable anchor of vocal evolution. Listen closely, because we have finally reached the ultimate summit, and you absolutely cannot talk about the longevity of Stray Kids without bowing down to the relentless, steel-forged vocal anchor of the group, Kim Seungmin. While the 5th generation is currently obsessed with chasing viral dance challenges and relying heavily on post-production vocal polishing, Seungmin is quietly, terrifyingly transforming himself into an unstoppable live singing powerhouse. Do you know the sheer, grueling discipline it takes to consistently belt out pitch-perfect, crystal-clear high notes while performing the most aggressive, lung-busting choreography in the industry? Seungmin literally treats his vocal cords like a high-performance Olympic athlete, still attending rigorous vocal lessons years into his massively successful career, simply because he completely refuses to be anything less than flawless for Stays. He is the crucial melodic glue that holds the chaotic, explosive mala-taste noise music together, providing that breathtaking emotional release after a heavy, aggressive rap verse. Remember his jaw-dropping OSTs like Here Always and his legendary live band performances where his voice alone completely commanded the room and left veterans in awe? He proves that true, lasting power in K-pop isn't just about making loud noise. It is about piercing straight through the listener's heart with raw, unfiltered emotion. Behind that neat, innocent, dandy boy exterior lies an absolute savage with a hilariously sharp tongue. Yet he is also the deeply reflective member who diligently writes in his diary every single day, documenting his journey and his unbreakable bond with his brothers. How can a fresh, brand new rookie group possibly hope to shake the foundations of Stray Kids when their main vocalist possesses the terrifying consistency, unyielding stubbornness, and profound emotional depth of Kim Seungmin? His constant, breathtaking vocal evolution guarantees that as long as he holds the microphone, the soaring melodies of Stray Kids will completely drown out the noise of any incoming generation, echoing fiercely into the eternity of K-pop history. The ultimate conclusion, beyond the generations. And of course, we absolutely cannot close this epic saga without honoring the final, vital heartbeat of the team. I.N. He might not have his own numbered spot on this specific list, but the fearless maknae on top is the living, breathing representation of Stray Kids' boundless future. Watching his incredible evolution from a vulnerable, crying teenager carrying the weight of the world on a survival show to a fiercely confident, stage-commanding icon perfectly mirrors the unstoppable growth of the group itself. He proves that Stray Kids never stagnates. They are always leveling up. Here is the profound, undeniable truth you need to take away from this journey. The K-pop industry will always keep churning out newer, younger, and shinier groups. The 5th generation is absolutely spectacular, and they are carving their own legendary paths as we speak. But Stray Kids isn't just a standard K-pop group competing for a temporary trophy. They are a completely self-sustaining artistic ecosystem. The real value here, the absolute life lesson, is that raw authenticity, unyielding brotherhood, and the sheer, terrifying courage to write your own flawed, beautiful story will always triumph over perfectly manufactured trends. They didn't just climb the corporate industry ladder, they built their own damn ladder from scratch. So, will Stray Kids remain relevant as the 5th generation peaks and eventually passes? The answer isn't just yes. It is a resounding, ground-shaking absolute certainty. You cannot erase a legacy that is self-produced, self-driven, and deeply embedded into the very souls of millions of fans. They aren't just surviving the incoming tidal wave, they are the ocean itself. Thank you so much for diving deep into this emotional roller coaster with us. If this deep dive gave you goosebumps and made you proud to witness K-pop history, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment below telling us which Stray Kids moment completely rewired your brain. Until next time, keep streaming, keep dreaming, and remember, Stray Kids everywhere all around the world. Peace out!